I've had a lot of requests for how I restyle or how I use heat on one of my favorite styles. I have her in 4 colors. This is Raquel Welch Crowd Pleaser. This is the color Shaded Cappuccino. And it's absolutely one of my, gotta be top 3 favorite styles. I love this wig. It is rare in Raquel Welch where you get a wig that is low density and very little permatease. There's only permatease right back here, and I think that's to kind of give it the shape, but it's right there at the nape and that's it. There's no other permatease. So its density and everything is more like a BelleTress, but it is a perfect length. I love the curls. I love everything about it, and so that's why I've got it in Shaded Cappuccino, Shaded Wheat. I'm looking at my wig wall. I've got it in Fiery Copper, and I've got it in SS Iced Pumpkin Spice. And I actually have a backup SS Iced Pumpkin Spice because that's my favorite color and my favorite style. So it never hurts to have a backup of your favorite. But I thought I'd show you how I do this. I know everybody has their own ways. I have just figured out that this works best for me. It's the easiest that I found. You don't have to do the heat and then cool or anything. And I don't know why. I just think for some reason, when I use this tool, it's the Hot Tools Professional Hot Brush. And it's all plastic up here, and this is the 1-inch one. I have a 1 inch and I have a 1.5 inch. And the 1 inch is great. I mean, I think I've used the 1.5 inch too. You could use either, I think. The 1 inch probably just makes the curls a little tighter. We'll see. I can't remember what I used on my last one. This is the first time I've used heat on it. I'm gonna spray it with water first. It's just starting to get kind of, just starts feeling dry and a little frizzy on the ends when they need heat. Basically, wherever it kind of rubs on your shoulders or on your clothes, if you have a collar, wherever you do that, it gets friction and it'll kind of, the fibers get kind of rough feeling, crunchy. People call it lots of different things. But I'm gonna spray it with water first and comb that through it. This is such a pretty color and such a great style. I've done a color comparison that I figured out. Shaded Cappuccino is a very close match to BelleTress Macadamia Latte, which is one of my favorite BelleTress City Collection colors. Okay, now I put it on low. Don't put it on high. It works great on low. And then I just kind of start curling it. I try to curl it kind of back, away from the face, but you just kind of keep it moving the whole time. I may hold it for a little bit, just for those ends to get warm. But I feel like brushing through it constantly, kind of what makes it work. Because technically you're supposed to use heat and then you're supposed to cool. But for some reason, this works this way without having a cool shot or anything. I just keep doing this. And gradually as you do it, it'll get easier to comb through the hair. I might do here a little bit. Actually, this one has been a face fluffer a little. I do need to. And this part I may hold for a minute and let it cool, because she has been, you can see sometimes they actually direct the fibers forward, and that's why you end up with a face fluffer. And if you can just redirect those fibers at the root up here at the part with the heat and then hold it to cool, they won't keep falling in your face. You can also do this with a hot comb or with the NV 3-in-1 Air Styler. You could do all of this with the NV 3-in-1 Air Styler. With my crowd pleasers, I've just gotten really comfortable with this, so this is what I use. But the small roller brush that comes with the NV 3-in-1 Styler would work too, a little better. And I'm just gonna kind of keep working until it gets really smooth going through the brush. See how pretty that looks? And it's not too curly, like kinky or anything. It just smooths it out, keeps it very close to the original style. And you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of rolling it and then pulling it out, and then rolling it back when I get to the end and pulling it back. That one is not done. I got my cord plugged in somewhere weird and it's kind of getting in the way. There, see that? And it's feeling softer everywhere. But it takes several times of kind of combing through it and pulling it through to the end and curling it back. And then when you get to the back, see, this wig is such low density that it doesn't even take very many sections of hair to get through this. But the back, sometimes I have to take it off and do it on a canvas head. That one's stuck. And let me tell you, I wore pixies most of my life, even when I had bio hair. And then for the first 14 years that I wore wigs, I wore regular synthetic pixies that whole time. So I was not good at styling, and especially styling on HD heat defiant wigs. I just hadn't had much practice, hadn't ever really learned how. So it's been a learning curve for me, but I've finally gotten to where I can at least get close to making a wig how it looked originally. And I actually end up using different tools for different things. Now this is also how I do it on I've got 3 Newports from BelleTress, and it's the same way I do it. Now you'll see this wig comes with lots of flips, but it ends up kind of going back to maybe not as flippy, but it's still really close. I'm still surprised when I get done with heat styling and I've actually come even close to the original style, because I don't expect it to ever get back. And it's actually been very intimidating to me to buy heat defiant wigs knowing that it's gonna need some care and I'm not gonna be able to do it and I'm never gonna get it back to the original style. But I have finally figured out how to do it. I think that's going okay back there. Back here you wanna kind of curl it up. I kind of curl it up and kind of headed towards the middle in the back. I don't want total flip up. And sometimes it actually ends up kind of curling under back there, which I'm fine with that either way. As long as it gets nice and soft again and has some kind of curl. I'm already feeling so soft back here. I'm just doing this totally by feel. Oh, she feels so much better. It's amazing. Right there, which is where I feel like I've worked on it the most. I think I must mess with the hair around my face a lot. You know, every time we touch it or mess with it, that's just more friction. Otherwise, she is going to be like a brand new wig, straight out of the box. It's so awesome when you do the heat styling and they feel like brand new again. Yeah, it feels wonderful. Maybe one spot back here. I'm feeling the hair. You can really feel the difference after the heat styling. It's soft again. It's like it was when it was new. So she's not quite as flippy as she was, but she's really pretty and she's still curly and she's nice and soft again. I never managed to stay in frame when I turn. So that's basically how I do it, and it works great for me, and it's super easy. And this is not an expensive tool. This is on Amazon. If you want me to send you a link, you can just comment hot tool and I will send you a link. But it's a super easy tool and not expensive. It's really easy to use, and it's easy for me. And you heard my whole speech. I am not good at styling hair, so look how pretty she is. It's like I have a new wig again. I may have to fix this one extreme flip. So anyway, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube watching this. I love to show how I do all the different things with wigs. Thanks for following.